So, good day everyone. So, for the third week of our lesson in math, so this is a new discussion. So, we have what we call the circle. So, alam niyo naman ito, no? Elementary pa kayo, di ba? Yan. So, we should be having a circle. So, by definition, a circle is a set of points equidistant to a given point. Okay, for example, nawa tayo ng circle dito. Ito, ginagawa ko itong trick nung college ako. Nagsusulat sa blackboard. Pwede na yan. Okay. So, let's have here a circle here. Let's just name this as okay, so let's have point O here as your center. Okay, now, so the points that are, let's pangalan na lang natin dito ha. Okay, so let's have this as point L. Let's have here as point S. Let's say ito na lang si V, point B, at saka ito si point E. Okay, now points L, S, E, and V here are parts or points of this particular circle, but not letter O. So, hindi kasali si point O dito. Gayunpaman, ginagamit natin itong point na to, yung center, to name a circle. So, we name this as circle O. Or, we can just rewrite it as circle O. Now, if you will notice that the symbol that we're using for a circle is a round figure, a circle, with a point in the middle. Okay, ba't nilalagyan ng point ang middle? Kasi pag hindi nyo siya nilagyan ng point sa middle, it will be misread as letter O or number 0. So, nilalagyan siya ng ganito. Okay, o for example, palitan na lang natin yung pangalan niya kasi nakakalito. Circle C na lang. Okay, so we name your circle as circle C or simply circle C. We're using this symbol to name this particular circle. Okay, medyo palitan lang natin yung location. Dito lang natin ilagay. So we name this circle as circle C, indicating that your center here is at point C. Okay, so for the center of this particular circle is point C. Take note ha, point C here is not a point of this circle. However, we use it to name it. Okay, ang mga points lang dito, ito si point L, si point S, si point E, at saka si point V. Kasi by definition, so these are set of points equidistant to a given point. At that given point, the center is not your part of your circle. So we can say here right now, okay, so we can say here right now that your center is at point C, or we simply name it as C. Ganun lang siya. O point C or letter C lang. Pwede na yan. Point C. Kasi sa geometry naman, pag letter lang ang representation, it simply represents a point. So, yun lang siya. Okay? Now, medyo lagyan natin ng guhit ito. Okay? So, from this point is passing through point C, which is the center. Okay, meron tayo niyan. Okay? Lagyan pa natin ng ibang linya mula dito. Hindi na tumama sa center. Medyo patamain natin sa center. Okay? Yan. Ito. Tapos mula kay V papunta kay E. Okay? So let's have these segments in your circle. Okay? So nagdagdag lang tayo. Now, let's have the other parts. Okay? Now, we have what we call the chord. Yan. So, yung chord, parang ano yan, yung sa gitara. Okay, so a chord is defined as a segment whose endpoints are points of a circle. So, in this case, so ilan lang ang chords natin dito? So, we have two. Okay, namely, we have segment EV, or you can just name it as segment VE kasi parehas lang naman yan kasi segment naman siya. And we have the other one which is segment SB, or you can just name it as EV. Okay, any of the two, kahit magkabaliktad yung yung letter representation, okay lang yan. Okay, o dito, let's just name the center as C or segment C. Okay, so yan. So we have two chords in this particular illustration of your circle. So we have segment EV or VE, pwede yung magkabaliktad to, and we have the segment SV or VS. Parehas lang yun, okay? Now, however, okay, we have what we call the diameter. Okay? So the diameter is also a chord. Take note ha. Take note ha. A diameter is also a chord. Okay, the only difference is that a diameter is a chord that passes through the center. So, among the two, sino dito ang iyong diameter? Okay, so hindi si EV kasi hindi siya tumama kay center. Oh, by the way, wait lang pala. We still have one more chord here, which is chord. Meron pa pala tayong isang chord. Okay? We have another chord. Yan. Hindi ko lang napansin agad. So, we have chord LS as your chord also. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo, ang endpoints pa rin naman niya ay points ng circle mo. Not LC because C is not a part of your circle. Okay? Mamaya tayo pupunta dyan. Okay? Now, among the three, your diameter here is segment SB. So, siyang din yung diameter. Take note ha, diameter is also a chord. Okay? It's just that it passes through the center. The diameter also is considered as the longest chord in a circle. So any chord that passes through the center, any chord drawn that passes through the center would be a diameter. Okay? Yan yung ano natin. And then, we have the radius. Ito yung ano kanina. Okay. Nung elementary kayo, alam ko, naaral nyo na rin to. Okay. So, dito, okay. So, we have three chords. Among the three chords, we have one diameter, which is SB. Okay. A radius is a segment whose endpoints are one point of your circle and the center. Okay, ulitin ko. Ang radius naman, line segment din siya. Ang endpoint nga lang niya, isang point ng circle at saka yung center. So, in this case, we can name LC or segment LC as one of your radius. Yan. Okay? Another one, we have CS. Sir, sino po ba ang inuuna dapat isulat? Yung center po ba o yung endpoint pag sinulat yung radius? Walang kaso yung kahit magkabaliktad yung dalawa. As long as yung isa doon ay point ng circle at yung isa doon ay yung center, radius ang tawag sa kanya. And then we have another radius which is segment VC. So yan. Okay? Now, collectively, the plural form of radius is what we call the radii. Okay? Ang plural. Okay? Hindi radiuses ha. Okay. So, the plural form of radius is radii. So, we call those three as radii collectively kung tatlo silang anin nyo. Okay? Yan. Now, let's have the arc. Okay? So, tapos na tayo dito. Okay. So, medyo dahil wala tayong space, bukain na lang muna natin. Okay. So, let's have now the arcs. Okay. Okay. So, in other books, they define arc as a part of a circle or a curve that contains a circle. Ayun yung iba definition. So, hindi siya yung buong circle na yan, yung buong curve na yan, ay yung buong curve na yan ng set of points, we call it at your circle. When you take part of it, we simply call them as arc. Okay, yung curve na yan. By the way, we don't call it, there's no such thing as curved line in geometry. We just call them as curves. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, let's have what we call the semicircle. So, by the word itself, semi means half. So, semicircle, if we will take it literally, it simply means half of the circle. So, it means that a semicircle is an arc that measures exactly 180 degrees. So, by this illustration, we can identify two. Okay? So, paano man natin malalaman yung arc? Most likely, doon sa semicircle mo, okay, meron kang diameter. From your diameter, yung endpoints nun, yung arc na nandoon, yun yung semicircle. So, we can name arc SLV as one of your arcs, of your semicircle rather. By the way, it's an arc also. And we also have VES as another semicircle. Okay. Sir, pwede po ba magkapalit-palit yung mga letters dito? Yung dalawa pwede. You can also name this as arc BLS. Yung dalawang dulo lang dito ang pwede magkapalit. Okay. Bakit kailangan natin yung third letter na to? Okay. The third letter indicates the direction of your arc, kung saan papunta. Okay? So, kailangan yung ano. You cannot just name it as LV. Sa case na to, kailangan tatlong letters kasi dapat ma-determine kung saan direction. Kasi pag sinabi mo ng LV yung ano, what LV are you pertaining for? SV pala, sorry, SV. Okay, anong SV? So, ito pang nasa taas o yung nasa baba? So, you have to indicate. So, yun. Kaya kailangan yung second letter doon sa gitna. Okay? When you're naming a semicircle. Yan. Now, semicircle. Okay? So, again, a semicircle, the measurement of its arc is exactly 180 degrees. Okay? 180 degrees. Now, we have what we call the minor arc. Okay? Now, a minor arc is an arc that measures less than 180 degrees. Less than. So, by this, we can identify arc LS as one of your arc, minor arc, and the other would be LB on this side. You can also have arc SE and arc EV as your minor arcs. Take note ha, ang minor arcs naman, it measures less than 180 degrees. Okay? Less than 180 degrees. So, ano siya? Minor. And then, lastly, we have what we call the major arc. Pasensya na sa sulat ko medyo tumatabingin kasi hindi pantay. Now, major arc is an arc that measures more than 180 degrees. Okay? More than 180. So, naming that, for example, okay, itong arc na to, yan. This is a minor arc, at this is a major arc. Yan, okay? So, you name it as arc S, L, E. Yan. Sa minor arc, pwedeng dalawang letters lang kasi maliit lang naman ang minor arc, okay? Although, may chances na minsan 3 letters ang ginagamit natin kasi especially kapag sa mga pag marami ng letters diyan, okay? Pero most likely pag minor arc, pwedeng dalawang letters lang. Pag major arc at saka semicircle, most likely tatlong letters 'yan. Okay? So sa major arc, we have segment S, L, E. So from letter S going to L and then papunta kay E. Okay? Yun yung idea doon. Okay? Sir, pwede ko po ba pangalanan na lang na SVE kasi tadaan din naman kay letter V? Pwede rin naman. Kaya lang, ang idea natin dito, para hindi nakakalito, kung sino yung unang point na dadaanan ng arc, ng major arc mo, siya na lang ang una mong isulat dito as your second representation dito. Para hindi nakakalito. So, yun ang basic rule natin. Okay? Kunwari naman, I'm pertaining to this arc. Kunyari, pag ito pabaliktad naman, SEV. So, una ko isusulat si E. Kasi ang idea dito, para hindi nakakalito, na alam mo agad, siya yung unang dadaanan. Okay? So, we have more major arcs here. We just name one para na makuha nyo yung idea. Okay? Yan. Kunyari, ito, si arc. Yan. You can also name arc VEL as your major arc. Kasi from B, going through E, and then it ends it with N. Yan, kasi lumampas na siya ng 180. So, major arc, it's more than 180 degrees. Okay? Now, the whole circle here, the whole circle measures, the arc of this circle measures 360 degrees in total. Now, you may be wondering, saan ba nanggaling itong 360 degrees na to? Why they came up with this number? Ba't hindi na lang sinakto na 400 degrees or ginawang 500 degrees? Yeah, may kwento itong 360 degrees na to. Actually, it was discovered by the Babylonians before. Sila yung unang nagsabi. In history, sila ang unang nagsabi na kasi noon ang paniniwala ang paniniwala noon is that the earth was actually the center of the universe, and then the sun together with the moon and the other planets are the ones who are revolving around it. Noon, until such time na sabi ng mga Babylonians na parang hindi yata ganun ang scenario. It was actually the sun who is the center of our solar system, hindi ng buong universe. So may system tayo, and then the sun was actually the center, and the other planets, so si Mercury, si Venus, ayan. Anong time na yon, ang discovered planets pa lang ay hanggang kay Saturn, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, kung kay Saturn lang. Yun. There were the ones who are actually revolving around the sun. Ayan, kay Earth nga raw, si Earth nga raw revolves around the sun at around 360 days. Kasi paniniwala nila, perfect circle yung orbit ng Earth. And then eventually, through science, ayan, 365 and 1/4 days pala. So, kasi nga hindi siya perfect circle. O yun, doon ang galing yung 360 degrees. Yan, kung bakit they came out with this number. It was actually during the discovery of the Babylonians that the earth was actually revolving around the sun. Yan. At 360 days. Yan, yung modern calendar natin, 365 tayo. Pag doon sa pag leap year naman, nagiging 366 kasi iniipon natin yung 1/4. Okay? Kaya ginagawa natin isang araw. Okay? So, that's basically it. Okay? Now, yan. So, basically, ganyan siya. Okay? Now, let's erase this. Let's have an example. Okay? Yan. Bukayin lang natin. Okay. So, drawing ulit tayo ng another circle dito. Okay? I'll try my best to make it a perfect circle. Sige, pwede na yan. Hindi natin na perfect. Okay. Pwede na yan. Okay, let's have... drawingan muna natin ng mga lines. Okay, drawingan natin ng lines. Drawingan natin... let's say dito. Pag ganun. Yan. Okay, so... this is O. This is H. This is S. This is P. And then let's have this as point E. Yeah. Okay, so let's have this point here. And then the name of this circle is circle O, indicating that point O here is your center. Again point O here is not a part of your circle. We only have point H, S, P, and E as your points of your circle. Hindi kasali si O. Okay, kasi nasa interior siya ng circle. Okay. Now, okay. So, I will be giving, so for this activity, so I will be giving a certain figure or a certain, and then you will just define it based on your circle. Okay, for example, let's have O here. So, obviously, your O here is your center. So, ganun lang siya. Okay? Now, let's have number 2 here. So, number 2, let's have arc EP. Now, arc EP here, if you will notice, we have, yan. So, we have here a diameter, segment ES. So, hindi naman siya lumampas. Okay? So, it's less than 180. So, we just call it as your minor arc. Yan. Ganun lang siya. Okay. So, let's have number 3 here. Okay, let's have now here segment ES. Yan. Okay, segment ES obviously is a chord. Okay? Yan. But it's not just any chord. It passes through your center. So the best definition here that you can answer is it is a diameter. Yan. Kung may konting sounds kayong maririnig, ha, huwag nyo nalang pansinin, ha. Yan. Okay. Now, let's have here segment OP. Okay. Is segment OP here a chord? Definitely not. Because point O here is not actually a part of your circle. It is the center, but it's not part of your circle. It is the center. So since one of your endpoints here is a center, so it is not a chord. Rather, it is a radius. Yan. Okay. So, diba? Dali lang. Okay, let's have now point number 5 here. Let's have this. Ito. Yan. We have here chord EPS. Chord. Sorry, it is arc. We have arc EPS. So, yan. Okay. From E going to P papunta kay S. Okay. So, hindi naman siya lumampas ng iyong diameter. So, this is a semicircle. Ayan. Semicircle siya. Okay. Let's have number 6 here. Okay. For number 6, let's have here segment EP. Yan. Segment EP. Ayan. O, dagdagan natin ito. Okay. So, let's have now segment EP here. Dinagdag na lang natin kasi hindi ko na ano. Okay. Now, segment EP here is simply a chord. So, chord lang siya. It's not a diameter because it doesn't pass through your center. So, ganun lang siya. Okay. Now, number 7. Okay, let's have number 7. Okay, let's have now this. Number 7. So, arc HS. So, ito lang siya. Yan. So, it is just a minor arc. Ganun lang siya. And then, lastly, okay. Now, ito. Yan. Si S. Okay, let's have now here arc S P H. Okay, so from S going to P. Okay, hindi siya kay E huminto siya kay H. So lampas siya ng iyong semicircle. So lampas siya ng iyong semicircle. Most probably it is your arc here measures more than 180 degrees. So we call it as your major arc. So yan. So I hope it helps you. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next lesson. Okay. So, let's erase this again. Burahin lang natin. Okay. Ayan. Pasensya na kanina ha. May maingay ha. Ayan. Hindi ko na i-edit to. Kung ano yung ingay na narinig nyo, yun na yun. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Now, let's draw another circle here. Okay. Now, mabilis lang to. Let's just concentrate on those 3 points here. Okay? Nina lang natin na C, A, T. Okay, or yan. So, let's name this as circle A, indicating that point A here is your center. Okay? Now, angle CAT here, or you can just name it as APAC, okay, is what you call your central angle. So, a central angle is an angle in your circle whose vertex is at the center of your circle. Kaya tinawag siya na central angle. And the arc projected by it, ito, si arc CT, the arc projected by it is what you call an intercepted arc. Okay? So, yan yung idea. Yan. Now, the idea here is that whatever the measurement of your central angle, the arc intercepted by that is also equal to that particular angle. Now, you may be wondering, sir, kahit po ba kalaki yung circle kasi Yung iba mamimiloso po. Yan, yung iba mamimiloso po. For example, if your angle here measures 30 degrees, this arc here also measures 30 degrees. If you're going to draw another circle whose center is still here, and you will project an arc here, this also measures 30 degrees. Eh sir, bakit po magkapareha sila ng sukat? Eh malayo na ito. Now, take note ha, we're not talking of the arc length. Magkaiba yun, yung haba ng arc nito at saka ito. Most likely, syempre, mas mahaba yung nasa pinakalabas. Kasi nga, pag inunat mo yan, mas mahaba to. We're not after the arc length. We're after the projection that is being projected by the angle. Nakuha? Yung naging projection niya. So, ibig sabihin, yung projection, yung projectile niya, yan, kahit kaano kalayo yan, kung magdodrawing ka ng arc dito, 30 degrees pa rin yan. Okay? Kasi nga, ang mini-measure natin dito, yung projection from the central angle. Hindi yung length. Magkaiba yon. Ibang ano yon. Ibang lesson na yon. Okay? So, yan. So, you have to understand that ha. We're after the measurement of the arc and the angle, not the arc length. Iba yung arc kay arc length. Okay? Now, okay. So, let me erase this. Yan. Let's draw another circle here. Dahil hindi naman umi-epekto yung kaninang trick na ginagawa ko. Ang pangit. Yan. Ulitin natin. Yan. Sige. Let's try our best to draw again another perfect circle. Yan. Dati nung nagtuturo ako, kayang-kaya ko itong gawin eh. Ngayon, nahihirapan ako eh. Yan. Yun. Okay. Almost perfect. Pwede na. Okay. So, let's have this. Yan. Okay. Red marker naman to... Yan. Para lang kakaiba yung kulay. Okay. Yan. Okay. Let's have this. Let's have this point O, A, C, A, and L, and S. Okay. And then, let's indicate that this is circle V. So, it means that your center is at point B. Mahalaga lagi na dinedeclare natin yung center, okay? Kasi may ano yan. Para alam natin na yung any angle that is projected by which your point B is your vertex here, it is a central angle. So, yun yung idea dito. Okay? So, let's answer number 1. Okay? Fill in the blanks tayo. Okay? Angle S VL is congruent to blank. O, teka lang. Ilagay lang natin yung L na lang dito sa dyan na lang. Sa loob na lang. Sa loob na lang natin ilagay lahat ng points na rin siguro. Para hindi nakakalimutan. Yan, sa loob na lang. Okay, so this is point A, sa loob na lang. Point C, sa loob na lang. Yan, ito si point O, sa loob na lang din, para hindi nakakalito. And then we have circle V. Yan, okay, medyo hindi na yata nahagip. Okay, yan. Okay, now, ready na tayo. Okay, so SLV, so we're pertaining to SVL pala. SVL. So, we're pertaining to this angle here. Ito. Okay? Is congruent to what angle? Okay. So, obviously, by vertical angle theorem, ang kanya ka-congruent ay ito. Itong angle na to. Si angle OVC. Okay. Sir, pwede mo bang i-rumble yung mga letters na to? Ang pwede mo lang pagpalitin dyan, yung dalawang letters. Ito lang nasa dulo na to. Pati hindi pwedeng palitan yung pwesto ni letter V. Ito kasi yung vertex. Nasa kanya yung angle. So, hindi mo pwedeng palitan yung gitna. Okay? The same goes with this, dun sa given na angle. Okay? You can also name this angle, this particular angle here, as angle LVS. Okay? The V should always be, which is the vertex of this particular angle, should always be in the middle when you name it. Okay. Number 2, let's have this. Arc OC is congruent to which arc? Okay? Yan. So, obviously, ito yun. Okay? So, we have arc SL. By the way ha, if you do not write the symbol, that is considered as wrong. Okay? Yan. Number 3, example. Okay, so OC, arc OC plus arc CA is equal to blank. Okay. Now, you might be wondering, sir, mukha siyang 90 degrees. So, ang sagot pa dito ay 90 degrees. Yan, mali. Okay? Mali. Okay? Pag yan ang sinagot nyo, mali. Wala namang binanggit na measurement. So, wag ka muna mag-assume na right angle yan. Okay? Hindi ka muna mag-assume na ganyan. Ano lang ibig sabihin nito? Okay. Okay. So, it simply, okay, sa case na to, anong arc ang mapo-form when you added arc OC and arc AC as AC or CA. Parehas lang pa yun. So, we have arc OA. Yun lang naman yun. Okay? So, what arc is being formed when you combine those two? Yun lang ang ini-indicate doon. Okay? So, yan yun. Yan. Okay? So, malinaw ito ha. Malinaw to for number 3. And let's have number 4 for example. Okay, this will be the last example. Okay, so OS, arc OS is congruent to blank. Okay, yan. We're pertaining to this particular angle here. Yan. Or this particular arc by which it is projected by angle OVS. So, most definitely, it will be this particular arc here. Now, yan yun. Okay? Ito. Hanggang dito lang pala. Okay? Yan. Ito lang. Yan. So, in this case, okay. In this case, though it is a minor arc, you will be using 3 letters. Okay? So you can name it, so you can name your arc as arc CAL or LAC. Okay? Sa case na to, 3 letters na ang gagamitin nyo. Kasi nga, dumaan siya. Hindi lang pwedeng basta CL. Okay? So, since dumaan na siya, papangalanan na natin. O actually pwede rin pala siyang CL lang kasi nga minor arc lang din siya. Okay? Pwede rin pala. Or you can answer it as arc CL kasi minor arc nga din pala siya. So, walang kaso dyan. Okay? Yan. So, yan. Madali lang, di ba? Now, i-assume na natin na merong measurements ito. Okay? So, let's assume that there would be measurements. Okay? Yan. Okay, mag-sample tayo. Okay, so let's have here as here. Okay. Okay, so given that the measurement of angle AVL is equal to 90 degrees and that the measurement of angle SVL is equal to 40. Okay, now, in this particular case, okay, yan. So, you have to find now the measurements of the other arcs and angles here. So, starting with this one, ito muna ang sinabi, the measurement of AVL. So, AVL, which is this one, is equal to 90 degrees. So, ito. So, 90 na siya. Okay? Yan. O, nag-drawing na lang ako ng square dito, indicating that this angle here is a right angle. And that, the measurement of SVL, ito yon, is equal to 40 degrees. Yan. So, 40 degrees naman to. So, let's find now the measurements of the other remaining angles here. Okay. Now, ganito ngayon. Okay? So, unahin ko muna yung angle vertical to SVL, which is angle OVC. So, since they are vertical, by vertical angle theorem, they are congruent. So, this is also 40. Now, if you will notice, okay, so OL here, so segment OL here is a semicircle. Take note, a semicircle measures exactly 180 degrees because it is half of your circle. Okay? So, this is 90, this is 40 already. Now, take note, half of 180 degrees or half of your semicircle, it would measure 90 degrees. So, these two would also measure 90 degrees. So, in total, this particular arc here measures 90. We already have 40 degrees here, so this would be 50 degrees. So 90 minus 40 would be 50. Yan. Now, how about this particular arc? No, not the arc, the angle here. Now, take note again, this is another semicircle. This measures 180 degrees already. Since we have 40 degrees here, so from a total of 180, we will just deduct 40 degrees. So that measures right now to 140. So the measurement of this particular angle here is equal to 140 degrees. Yan. So this particular arc here, okay? So this particular arc here, since it is intercepted by this angle, this measures 40. This arc here measures 150. Sorry. This measures 90. This measures 40, and this measures 140 degrees. Now, okay, how will you check now that all those measurements are correct? Now, you have to add now all those arcs. It should measure 180 degrees. Oh, sorry, not 180. 360 degrees. So, add natin. So, 40 plus 50 is 90. Plus 90 definitely is 180. 140 plus 40 is 180. So, we have two 180s here. So, the total is 360 degrees in total. So, those measurements are correct. Okay? So, I hope this would help you in answering your learning activity sheets. So, I've given you the instruction on how you will answer it, as well as the activities that you will be answering. Okay? So, have a nice day. That's it.